whoever wants to start, please be my guest. Oh, and yeah, every Friday, guys, please check your tool bag so that way you have what you need and don't have to wait on me necessarily for a rescue.
I'll go first. So I was at this yard, Adam carried. He had been skipping his back for like 2 months now. And it was pretty overgrown, but there was also some habanero plants in there that I could not tell. I could have maybe asked the client, before doing that. Or maybe just, I don't know, maybe could have told the difference between the two. But yeah, I knocked down one of his smaller habanero plants because I could not tell.
Yeah, he showed me a picture of really not much you can tell as far as a vegetable or not. Yeah, so the only thing we could probably do in that situation is say sorry. I also suggested to the client when I was on the phone with him, I said, hey, he's like, well, I had the plants marked. I don't know how they didn't see it. I said, was it the 3-inch sign that comes with the plant? He said, yes. I suggested a wire metal cage you usually see around vegetables. Yeah, so unfortunate, but we'll try and get him some habanero plants. Might just be seeds, but we're gonna do what we can do on that one. All right.
All right, I go next. This one was me and McKee. We was at Noel Sanchez, and why I called and commanded was concerned with tall grass, uneven line trimming, edging around walkway, weeds in the bed, curving back, fixing the next day. I was going to push one. I could have pushed one better. I could have dropped it down one. I thought it was good though, because it was cutting, but I guess it wasn't low enough for his life. And I could have started edging before I could, but that's what McKee do while I push mowed it. So, and weeds, could have spent more time on it.
Come on, bed weeding.
Yeah, more time on the weeds and maybe a lower.
But then again, he did have like 5 minutes for beds.
Yeah, did I explain to y'all where the 5 minutes comes from?
I don't think so. Not with me.
Yeah, if you hadn't heard it, Brian does not quote bed weeding for 5 minutes ever. If there's a 5-minute bed weeding, it's because last year they got what was bed and shrub maintenance, where we did the weeds. We mowed the yard, then we did the bushes and the weeds. Now we no longer do that. So I had to split bed and shrub maintenance into bed weeding and shrub maintenance, and I gave the most amount of time to shrub maintenance because I didn't know how once a month shrub trimming was gonna go. And back then I thought that was the right thing to do, but I probably should have done a minimum of 10 minutes every single yard. So that's something that I probably can't fix or change until the winter time, because we're just focused on what we have in front of us right now, but we do not sell 5-minute bed weedings.
No, do not. Also, Jaquan, you and I and McKeet had a meeting last week as far as what you could, as far as talking to the others of how to avoid a situation like that. What would you take from that? How could you avoid it?
Look over myself.
Yep. You said look
over.
Yep, do the double check. Yep. That's right. The walk around on a property, although, if everything is good, it sounds like a waste of time, but you save so much time doing that small walkthrough, because everybody can miss something.
I would say if walking a property makes you spend your full time or go over a little bit, it saves you more time versus having to go back. Because, once you leave and you move on to the next side of town, having to go back is just a damper on your day and makes your day longer.
Me and Josh were at the church. I don't know if anybody's ever been there, Moses Baptist. But there's a actual parking lot across. It's a little field of grass and it's got a curve that goes around, and we missed that. But it was in the notes. I just didn't understand it.
They went there this Friday and last Saturday. They called me. I didn't answer. So that is my fault on not explaining to them. But on there, I put, if you ever have a note that confuses you, putting it in the group chat and or calling me or Brian. That's why I mentioned putting stuff in the group chat. Someone here has very likely been to that property and can help you out as well. I think it's our last one, yeah.
I was at Roy Walter's house. The team that came after Will sent in photos, spent extra time pulling and spraying weeds on front beds. We need to take more time, spot spraying, Mitchell Walters heavily, landscape front yard beds. Probably this year, something like that.
Yeah, it is bi-weekly, so bi-weekly does give a chance for there to be more weeds, but in that bed, you just wanna take your time, probably walking through it and making sure your spot spraying's on point there. So I guess, what could you do different?
Double check.
Double check,
beds.
spend some more time spraying.
Mhm.
I think that's all you can do on bed weeding. Well, let's, go change blades, and I just wanna make sure everyone's truck has what they need, and let's do it.
And first week we don't have a yellow slip. We'll schedule a Friday at Lake Springs. I'll bring a grill and some meat, and we can swim and hang out.
Yeah. No doubt. Will's been wanting to do that anyway, so we need
No
to.
more yellow notes.
Yeah, that's right. None of them.